Those of you who know what happened. And it's a common problem. So let me show you why it does it. Woo! Yeah, you're missing something there, bud. Here's a cool view of the inside of a Banshee engine. There's transmission. Connecting rods all on the bottom end. This thing is the best running four-wheeler ever. Yo, what's up everybody? Guess where I'm at? I'm back up in the shed again. I got another bike up in here to be worked on, and when I got the phone call for this bike and I heard what happened to it, it hurt bad because it's a catastrophic hit, and it happened to the 100% stock OEM Yamaha Banshee. Oh boy, see it. Alright everybody, there it is, the OEM Yamaha Banshee. And it's up here at the shop to get work done because it took a catastrophic hit, unfortunately, a couple weekends ago. Eric and his kids had it out at the local racetrack, and they went to go start it. And when the kicker returned, it had a bunch of engine oil dumping out of the bottom engine case, and the lower engine case broke. Here, let me show you. Alright, look right here. Those of you who know what happened. It's a common problem, unfortunately. It's right underneath where the Kickstarter shaft is. And actually, look, you could actually see a piece in here. I try to get that out. Ouch. You can actually see the Kickstarter gear in there. But yeah, it blew out the whole bottom case right here, right where the Kickstarter is. And it's a common problem. So let me show you why it does it. If you look here, this is a set of cases I use to mock up my transmissions and different stuff in here and there, because it's a bad set of cases. But look where it's broken. Right there, it's broken. Now look at this piece that just came out. So that's where this piece came from. So what happens, here's a Kickstarter shaft, okay? This sits in this hole here, just like that. It rests in this position. You see that metal plate? It sits against the case. You kickstart it, and it goes this direction, counterclockwise. Boom, kickstart it. You release your kicker. This comes flying back. It's got to stop somewhere. And what do they have it stop on? The engine case. You let the kicker slam back a couple times too hard, it's going to blow out this engine case. Boom. There goes your case. But yep, that's exactly what happened to Eric's Banshee. Alright guys, so that's what's wrong with it, man. Because as soon as I saw where that brake was in the engine case, I knew right away what happened, because it's a common problem, unfortunately. It does suck that it is a common problem. You'd think they'd reinforce that area, but who am I to say? You know what I mean? But yeah, with that kicker thing slamming back like that, it breaks the engine cases. And I got tons of these engine cases laying around with the same exact brake in the same exact area. So when you guys kick your Banshees and the kicker goes to return, just assist that kicker back with your foot to slow it down so it doesn't smash against that case to try to avoid this. But the unfortunate part though with this four-wheeler is that it runs great. It fires up half a kick. It's so easy to drive. It's a comfortable riding Banshee. I'd hate to disturb the top end because it's all OEM gaskets, pistons, everything's 100% OEM, never opened up before. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna take this motor out, I'm gonna put it up on my desk, I'm gonna flip it upside down, and we're gonna remove the engine case upside down. We'll take the transmission, we'll take everything out, inspect everything, put new seals in it, put the engine case back on it, and hopefully don't disturb the top end at all. And we can get this thing back up and running for them for minimum cost and reliability to be back up and running. So what I got to do is I got to get this four-wheeler up on my lift. I got to get you guys set up so you can watch, and I got to get my ass to work. So let me get to work. See ya. All right, let's get it. Ooh, man, it got it good. Look at it, it blew a whole chunk out of it. Crack all the way down here. Crack goes all the way up to the right and to the left, right up to the case half. Man, that took a hard hit. Those damn Kickstarter shafts, man, do some serious damage. All right, let's try to get this thing ripped apart. We'll flip it upside down and just try to remove the lower case half without even touching the top end. Let's see if we can do it without disturbing the top end of this bad boy. All right, see ya. Wow. All right, we got it apart. Look at the big piece that it blew out. Holy smokes. Woo! Yeah, you're missing something there, bud. It's one of the biggest pieces I've seen come out of a bike because of the Kickstarter shaft. Look at the clutch cover. Piece on here. Put it in there. Like that, looks like. Yep. Boom! Booyah! So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this Kickstarter shaft. I'm going to remove the clutch basket and all the hardware that goes with it, the primary drive gears. We're going to strip all that stuff from this side. We're going to flip this pig upside down, and we're going to try to perform surgery while she's laying upside down and try not to disturb anything on the top end here to try to keep all the OEM stuff. So let me get to work. See ya. All right, let's get this bitch apart. Everything's good with this. I can really see the big chunk missing out. Everything's gone. Man, that took a big hit. So now, anyways, since we got this stuff off on this side and the stator side, what what I'm going to do is remove all the upper case bolts here. Then I'm going to flip this pig upside down, and then remove the lower case bolts, and see if I can't tap this lower case off from the top half without removing the pistons from the cylinders. And we'll see what happens, guys. Alright, that's it. Donkey Kong. Alright, we got it all apart. Just came apart pretty nice. Nice and easy. Everything stayed in its position. Transmission stayed together. Looks nice. There's no wear marks. There's no metal. No heat marks on the transmission. It all looks clean. The crankshaft, the OEM crankshaft, looks great as well. There's no heat on the rods. Everything looks nicely oiled. So everything's checking out over here on this side. Then the lower side, shift fork, shift drum, all that looks amazing as well. Except for that blown out case in the back. So what I got to do now is I'm going to switch out all the shift forks and shift drum into the new lower case, and then we'll pop all new seals in this puppy. We'll moto seal it up, and we'll pop it back together like a sandwich, and we'll get her back in the bike, baby. See ya! Alright, let's get these forks out. Alright, she's got it out. Big old chunk missing out of the back. What a shame, man. That one's not broke. Alright, we got all the shift forks and shift drum put inside the lower case now. That's all ready to go. So let's get the upper case up here on the desk. Let's throw all new seals on that. Let's inspect a couple things. We'll throw some moto seal on the case halves. We'll put it together like a sandwich, torque her down, and we'll do a leak test to this puppy. See ya! Alright, let's throw some new seals in this pig. Yeah. Look at that. Hand loose. Here's a cool view of the inside of a Banshee engine. There's transmission, crankshaft, connecting rods, all on the bottom end. Pretty cool in motion. Sweet. All right, let's put this bitch back together. sure you grease your seals, guys. Alright guys, we got everything set in the upper case, lined up, ready to go. We got the transmission all set. She's smooth, lined up, she's ready to rip. We got the crankshaft set. We got the drive shaft crankshaft seal put in it. We got the stator side crankshaft seal put in it. We got all the crankshaft bearing pins pushed forward up against the case where they're supposed to be. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the lower case half over here. I'm going to dry fit it first, make sure everything lines up, that it wants to go together with no issues, nothing binding up. So I don't make a mess with the moto seal first. If everything lines up, I'll moto seal both halves of the engine cases with the moto seal, and then we'll pop this bitch back together like a sandwich and torque her down. Let me get to work. See ya! Alright, let's see if everything lines up and it goes together. Let's make it happen, Captain. Alright. It wasn't so bad now, was it? Alright, let's moto seal this bitch together. Alright, let's tighten this bitch up. So we'll torque them down to 18 foot-pounds. We'll follow the case torque pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up to 18 foot-pounds, and we'll flip it over and we'll tighten the top bolts down. Follow the pattern, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then torque them. Set this bitch to 18 foot-pounds. 18. Boom. Let's torque it. About 10 pounds. Or about 16 pounds. Alright, now it's at 18 pounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's flip this bitch over. Let's tighten the top. Alright, same for the top. Follow the numbers. So we're going to be going 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Torque them to 8 foot-pounds. Boom. Go about 5 pounds. 8 foot-pounds. Always put a little sealant on your keyway slot here because you will leak right from there, guys. You don't need much. Many times engines have leaked from this little keyway slot. Take the keyway, slip her on in. Bink. Water pump gear, washer, nut. We'll torque it after everything else is installed. Clutch basket, we'll put a penny between the clutch basket gear and the primary gear, and that'll lock it up and we can torque it down to the spec. But she's ready for a leak down test right now. Let's leak her down, baby. Seal her up. See what happens. Let's fill her up 6 pounds. Uh-oh. We got a leak. Big leak. Where's that coming from? Reed gaskets. Leaking. Both of them. That's odd. Oh, look at that at the bottom. Let's replace the intake boots and put new gaskets on this puppy. Alright, let's try this again. Round 2, fight! Alright, let's try it again. Alright, let's see if she holds. 6 pounds for 6 minutes. Sweet, she held 6 pounds, 6 minutes. It was actually like 30 minutes. I'll take that as a win. Yeah, boy. Alright guys, so we got the lower engine case replaced. We didn't have to touch anything with the top end. That was cool. We did a leak down test. Everything passed after we replaced a pair of intake boots. They were leaking out of nowhere for some reason. But anyway, she's sealed up. She's good to go. It's giving me the green light now. I can put all the hardware and clutch and everything back together. So let's pop this bitch back together, put it back in the bike, fire it up, and take her for a ride. See ya! So you grab your lucky penny, stick it in between the clutch gear, primary gear, grab your torque wrench, set it 55 pounds, send her home, baby. Copper softer than steel. They'll give before the teeth break, baby. Oh man, look, it got the cover too. Shit. See the crack in the cover? It almost took that whole corner of the bolt hole, the bolt flange right there out. Right by the kicker. That crack right there goes all the way through. Alright, let me grab another clutch cover and replace this. Alright, all swapped over, got everything moved over. The only thing we need to still put on it is a water pump cover gasket. I don't have one, it'll be in tomorrow, but we can still put it on the side of the engine and wrap everything up. So let's put it on. See ya. All right, there we go. She's all put back together. New lower case. We didn't even touch the top end, so that's awesome. With the new clutch in it, new seals. It failed the first leak down test, but it was leaking out of the intake boots, so we put new intake gaskets and intake boots on it. That stopped it right away. So it passed the leak down test. We got everything buttoned up except for the water pump cover gasket. We still got to get one of those coming in. That'll be in tomorrow, but we could still put the thing in the bike. We'll get it ready to run, and when that gasket comes in, we'll pop it on, fill it up, fire it up, and we'll take this bitch for a ride. So let me get to work, guys. See ya. All right, let's get this pig in the bike. All right, she's all done. She's all put back together, except for that water pump cover gasket. And I'm still waiting on that. This should be coming in any minute. But once that thing comes in, we'll pop that thing on. We'll fill this thing up with engine ice, which will make it complete. We'll fire it up, and everything sounds good. Then we're gonna take it for a ride. So till then, guys, I'll see you. All right, got the gasket. Let's fill this thing up, take it for a ride. This thing is the best running four-wheeler ever. Half a kick, oh my god. This thing runs so good. Half a kick after a full rebuild. Are you kidding me? And it's idling right away. Alright guys, I ain't got much to say about that. That thing fired up literally half a kick. I didn't even try. I didn't even expect it to fire up with that kick, and it fired right up. This thing is a good running bike. That's all I got to say. I'm glad that the lower end went easy. I didn't have to touch the top end at all, because this thing is just this thing's a gem, man. That thing is tuned in perfect. It runs great, and I'm glad I didn't have to touch that top end. So she's good. She sounds nice, man. So let's load her up. Let's go take her for a ride. See ya. Let's take this puppy for a ride. Alright guys, I just ripped on her around the field a couple times. This thing runs great, man. She fires up half a kick. She's responsive. It's so easy to drive. The thing checks out to be perfect now. The lower case is fixed, so he doesn't have to worry about that. So, till next project, guys, I'll see you. Peace!